Hey, Phil from Got Memories here. Do you have Video 8, Hi8 tapes? These particular ones are Hi8 tapes from 1994, and you've got audio, but you've got blue screen. And if you fast forward, you can actually see, the picture. Well, welcome to 2025. 31 years old, this tape. Well, the time it was recorded, March of 94, so coming up to 31 years ago. Birthday parties, I got one right here, same thing again. This is all becoming the mainstream of what, oh look, you can hear the audio, and then the audio's gone. I cannot stress enough that the shelf life of these videotapes, maximum 25 years before problems arose. Look, it's back again, look, and it's gone. This is coming from the tape binding coming undone, the oxide, everything that holds it together chemically is just kind of going to crap. And it's microscopically depositing on the video heads. And this is what people are getting back from transfer companies across the world now. And if you're doing this yourself, you might be, this is why you're on YouTube right now, is because you're coming across this problem. And this is just rife. I've been doing this since 2002, so that'll be coming on 23 years now. 20 years ago, not a problem. You could hit play, walk away. Not a problem. Put it to DVD. That was the only thing you did, was put it to DVD. Hit play, just walk away. 2 hours later, there is a 99% chance everything to be fine. Nowadays, in 2025, look, it's back again. It's out. Nowadays, in 2005, 2025, Jesus, I can't even know what year it is now. This is about 70%, 70% of tapes I get in, I have problems with. Could be small problems, could be major problems, but we're talking 7 out of 10 tapes I cannot leave alone, or I do leave them alone, I turn my back and it's gone to crap. And you've got to be maintaining, you've got to be cleaning the heads, you've got to keep eyeballs on this stuff, you've got to sit and babysit. It isn't like you can just sit there and be like, woohoo, set and forget and go home and walk away. You can, but when you come back and you scrub back and you see all of these files, like I just uploaded a video yesterday, and let's have a look here. And you can see, even at the beginning, there's a glitch. But then as we go through, it's like, oh, that's not the example there. Yeah, it's a little glitchy. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. These are coming through. That is the goal with any transfer company, and if you're doing this yourself, is clear picture and audio from the first second to the last second. This is still rolling. Now, the criminal side of this, when you want to get into businesses, companies that are digitizing home movies these days, they're just churning out junk and going, sorry, your tape is bad. They do not investigate. What do you expect for $6 a tape? You know what you get for $6 a tape through Kodak Digitizing, Legacy Box, and South Tree? All the same criminal company, in my opinion. What they're doing, false advertising. They're not fixing any problems, or they're not even running the tapes, and they're putting stickers on things and then telling people their tapes have gone bad due to heat, moisture, da-da-da-da-da. And there are a small percentage of tapes that may be the case. But for the vast majority of people that send me their stuff and I redo it, I can get clear picture and audio because it is taking time, skill, caring attitude, understanding this is the priceless, precious memories that people have of their lives, of loved ones, of events, all these kind of meaningful, sentimental, precious, priceless stuff. And it might be junk to 99.99999% of the population in the world, but to one person, it could be the meaning of life. So you've got to take that into heart when you're doing this stuff. If you're not, get out of the business. Look, it's back again. And it's gone. So this is what's involved. And when you're calling around for companies, trying to find the lowest bid, thinking everyone is created equal, no. We're all in the same boat. Every single company is reliant on old machines, problematic media. If you've stored your stuff in climate control conditions, that's a great start. If you have stored in the garage, the attic, in unclimate controlled storage units, oh boy. And if you live in hot, humid environments, damp climates, pretty much anywhere on planet Earth, issues. Now, one of the biggest problems with Video 8 and Hi8 is these Sony metal, this particular look right here, more of the sleek professional looking kind of tapes. Every time I take these tapes out, I got a problem. I look at it and I go, let me guess, it's a Sony. Yep, that one's a Sony as well. I just took it out of there. These brands right here, if you've got this style of tape, you unfortunately are going to have a hell of a babysitting job. This is why I require photographs of everyone's tapes laid out like this. So it not only can see the condition, looking for mold, heat issues, the labels peeling off if there are any, because that tells me it's been stored in heat, humidity, or damp climates, or the rotation of the climates. And but I'm also looking for the brands and the videotapes, because I know some are holding up better than others. BSAF tapes, VHS tapes, trash. So I have to gauge how much of a pain in the ass this stuff is going to be to digitize as advertised, beginning to end, as best humanly possible with clear picture and audio. It has to be done. Now, I've got to sit with these tapes and I've got to clean the video heads. So watch this. I'm going to put a head cleaner in, okay? This isn't the best way to do it. With these particular tapes, you've honestly got to have... I'm just going to put my phone in airplane mode, because when people call me, there we go. It cuts off Mixcam. Okay, so with these particular tapes, I've literally got to sit there. I've got to take... What I do, I've got specialist cameras where I've got the lids. Here we go. I literally sit there. Okay, this lid is off. This is the video head. This is what you have to do, is sit there and watch this stuff. And then when it starts to go to crap, this is the video head with junk. And you take your fingernail or... your best. Honestly, it sounds weird enough, but this is MacGyver industry now. You slightly put your fingernail on the top and it clears the head up. So I've got to pull these tapes. I've got a couple of others like it. And then as it goes to crap, you kind of go, and you hear it kind of, and then the picture will clear up. Because this is just a nightmare. If you're looking at different programs, there's an array of different ways to do this. The most stable and file efficient, time efficient, and again, stable piece of software or hardware is Elgato. There's lots of different options. People, get on the high horse in the comments about, you should be doing it like this. Nobody wants to pay. It's all about what people are willing to pay. Yes, I offer different upgrades and this and that, the other. 100% of the time, people are like, no, I just want clear picture and audio, 640 by 480, 800 megabytes an hour. I don't need, a 10 gigabyte file for a 15-minute clip that grandma's got to open on her iPad with, 200 megabytes as free space. That's the realities of the consumer base. So the main thing is, you got to watch this. Look at this. I mean, this is just in and out. And what I have to do is then stop the capture, and then you create all these different clips. You clean the head, re-cue it. You've got to refine the bit where it went to crap, rewind to that exact point, and then start on and start recording again, and then capture that bit till it goes to crap again, and then stop it, And then you take all these files, and then you've got to, if you are doing this yourself, this is the realities. You got to drag all your stuff. I use QuickTime. I'm all about Mac. You can use PC, whatever you want to do. But this is just the most straightforward way. So you might have like all these different clips of one tape. Boom here, yellow, just like on your iPhone. If you got one, the same way you kind of, lay out and everything. And then you click done. And then you X, and then you create a new file. give it a sec, leave it alone, and then it's going to start saving it, editing it as a new file. You know, there you go. So that kind of, and sometimes it takes a lot longer than that. I'm just showing just a very small thing. But yeah, in a nutshell, this is all a pain in the backside. Cleaning tapes, about $100 each, but that doesn't do the job. That's just a band-aid. Honestly, if you're doing this yourself, depending on the model of camera you've got, and I can see one going over here. Look at this. Hold on, you'll start to see it glitching. 1993, it's 32 years ago. But look, it's glitching at the top here. So I've got to stop this, clean the heads, scanning around the room. That's why all these companies where they don't have big monitors, they're just putting things in decks like this. Boom, 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 boom. Play, 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 play. No monitors whatsoever. Like, that's why they're getting crap back, because no one's watching any of this stuff and keeping eyeballs on it. It's just, yeah, you get what you pay for, but there's very few of us, a needle in a haystack, trying to find a transfer company that is actually taking the time and has the skills, patience, and you know, MacGyver mentality to figure all this stuff out. My channel is all about that now. Just the realities of all of this stuff. I mean, average videotape age is about 35 years. 35 years of a plastic piece of whatever that's probably never been played since the day it was recorded. And then people think, oh yeah, $6. They're going to do an amazing job for 2 hours of like real-time playback on 30-year-old players. What are you thinking? No, this is only going to get more and more problematic, expensive, and there aren't many of us out there doing this now. A lot of good guys and girls that have been doing this forever, the right way, retired during COVID. They're like, you know what, I'm done, I'm retiring. And they understood and they had the skills to do all this stuff correctly. And there is a brain drain in the Western world. Everyone thinks, you know, things are easy and drag and drop. It's not. It is old school labor analog. So you got to make sure that whoever you're trusting your stuff with has their shit together, but also they care. That's the big thing right here. So, yeah, I'm going to continue on with this job. And if you would like to get a quote from me, gotmemories.com. I do require a photograph, clear overhead picture of all of the tapes so I can see what the heck's going on. If people are telling me porkies, they're like, my stuff's in amazing condition. It's been this, that, and the other. And I look at the picture, I'm like, yeah, no. This looks like it's come from an episode of Hoarders, and some pack rat is like, it's just funky, gross. Now, if you've got do have really good pristine tapes, like these are really good, nice, clean, pristine, still doesn't tell me anything. It's just a bag of unknowns. So, you know, what you're paying for is someone for the potential of problems to go wrong and the time involved to rectify it. So that's what this game is all about now. You've got to remember, you spent thousands of dollars on blank tapes, cameras, let alone all the Christmases, birthdays, recitals, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, weddings, the life expenses, you know. So, you know, this isn't like you're going to remortgage your house, but it's, you know, it's not $200 like a lot of these companies like to advertise that you prepay for, and then you send your stuff off 6 months later, you get it all back untouched, but with stickers and no refunds. They're not refunding any crappy transfers, people. That's the thing. If you're doing this yourself, you're going to need 5 players now, because all of these players are old, assume they don't work. No one's tested them. You could put a tape in like this, it doesn't play. You look, oh, the camera's crap. No, your tape is crap. Yeah, it's the Wild West. Wild West, and it's only going to get wilder. And if these things mean something to you, then you hire the best person for the job. I mean, I don't care. Give it to me. If you find someone in your local area that is like me, that is just banging it out, great. But you've got to check Google Maps for reviews, not google.com, not Yelp, not any of these things. Google Maps for reviews. So anyway, again, if you would like a quote through me, I need a photo, I need all the background information on these tapes. I am in Phoenix, local drop-offs are by appointment, and I need to know all the information about the tapes first. because I am the gatekeeper of my sanity with all this stuff now. And a lot of people get hold of me because they got problems. So I'm just like the problem guy, and I charge my worth. I'm an expert at this. I am a pro, just like hiring a great attorney, a great doctor, somebody that's at the top of their game. Same thing. So it's not all about this, but it's about customer service, communication, and peace of mind, because you've got one copy of this stuff. And if it goes missing, they mix it up with other people's stuff. You get other people's files back. It's mislabeled, misnumbered. I've heard it all. So just do your homework. Anyway, gotmemories.com. If you are looking for cheap pricing, that's not me. No, don't waste your time, filling things out. If you're just like, kicking tires and all that stuff, because I'm only one person. Samantha as well is with me, but I've got to do all this stuff, all the admin myself now. So, yeah. Anyway, that's enough of my rambling. Cheers.